Morning, guys. Sunday morning, 10:30. We just finished the floor. So that is the first floor of the house. So, Dad, I'm going to show you how a wall is made, and anyone else who wants to watch this. You got a top plate and a bottom plate, and then you're going to have your studs in between here. So the first thing you want to do is mark 16 on center, because that's how the wall is measured. So I've already made my marks, and now I'm making sure I got these two boards clamped together, and I'm going to make my pencil line on both of them so I know they're identical. So this is going to be up at the ceiling, this one is going to be down on the floor, and then you're going to have all your studs in between these on these marks here. Alright, first section of wall up, 10 foot. Bottom plate right there, and the top plate right there. We're both laying right here. And then we laid all this out on here, nailed it all, and then you attach these 2x4s for support. And Shannon gets at one corner and I got at the other, and we just stood it up and walked it. So maybe tomorrow sometime, if it's not windy, I will show you how we do that and stuff. So morning, guys. It's Tuesday. Maybe I'll put the camera on in a little while and give you a heads up. But you can see window, that's the back door, then another window, and the furthest window down there is back in her bedroom. So eventually, guys, it gets so exhausting measuring these walls and making sure 16 on center. And we got a big picture window going in the back bedroom wall, so we're just getting brain freezes here. We've already done this wall, measured it twice, but at least we didn't screw up, and when we go to raise it, that would be horrible. So you just want to be dead on. So, and that section that Shannon's laying out right now will go there, and then another 10 foot there, and that's where we hope to get to today. So all right, we're just about ready to break for lunch. Got one side started on this 20-foot end, got half of it up. That's a window right there in the middle. Shannon just about killed herself. What'd you do?
It's just too twisted,
Uh,
so I broke it loose from there.
so that's half a window right there that you see. I'll show you. It'll be a 2x8 header coming across. We're gonna put that up after. It makes the walls lighter. It'll look like that, but a little beefier. That's 2x6 header. But this is a 5-foot window, picture window, that'll be looking out our bedroom. So there's the wall, almost in completion, laying on the ground. There's the second half of the window, and right where the header will go right there when we raise that wall. Ten-foot walls, pretty tall. And sometimes, guys, at the end of a work day on our house, we get to witness that over the mountains. Guys, it's Saturday, July 13th. Just taking a break. Our friends Julie and Mike only have a couple weeks left, so there's Shannon and Julie down there. But just taking one last hike, camping trip. We're up in Targhee Pass, and we're going up to Bonneville Pass. So, but that is just rugged backcountry. There's nobody back here. It's pretty cool. And, 360-degree views. But we're camping way down in that valley. It's called Brooks Lake, so that's where we're camping for the night. So 6-mile hike, 3 in, 3 out. Okay guys, we're up at Bonneville Pass. Just gorgeous standing on this rock. There's a waterfall right beyond this rock here. And then you just get this view, awesome view down this valley. Morning guys, Monday morning. Had a great hike as you saw on Saturday. And then real nice time sitting around the campfire with some friends. So that is always a good mental break, and if you're doing a project like we're doing, you got to fit those little breaks in, and I got a schedule all the way through September, and it works in breaks. You got to you'd go nuts if we just did this and then went to work for 3 or 4 days. So by the way, real quick, I'm going to show you what we do for like laundry and some other stuff. Since we're staying in our bus still, and we're used to RV parks having laundry facilities and things. Out here on our own property, we don't have a house to have a laundry room, so everything is in the garage, and we make do with what we have. We don't have a full drainage system, so we've bought kind of a, I guess it's a temporary kind of mini washer, and it has a spinner on it, and it spins clothes, and then we hang them and stuff. But I'm going to show you that real quick. My sister Lori and I were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and I told her I'd kind of give her a lowdown on that. So let me do that real quick. So I'm going in the garage right now in the barn. Mainly this side of the barn, by the way, is 90% of our stuff. Usually this side would be totally clear. It's got lumber, of course, this year. But usually there's nothing in these two sections. Maybe our bikes are over on the far side behind that green OSB. But we kind of use this as our storage slash kind of laundry room and everything else. By the way, we bought a nice freezer. Got that all plugged in and hooked up. And that allows us to have really good space for frozen foods and stuff. Go to Costco, load up on that stuff, makes for quick meals while we're so busy here and stuff. So our laundry is right here, and that's the laundry washer. If you look at the dials there, it's got a timer here. Then this you set up and down for normal wash. And when you want to drain the water, you just have to manually turn it to drain. This is a spin timer. So wash goes in here. It's pretty small. I'd say a third the size of a normal washer. And that'll spin everything. You load the soap and it spins it, but it doesn't rinse it. So to rinse it, you have to drain the water out, refill it, let it spin again without any soapy water, just regular water. Then it gets transferred to here, and this thing's a high-speed spinner, and it is virtually dry when they come out, and then we just hang them on our hooks here, or we got a nice clothesline hooked up along there, and then socks and underwear get on these two things here, and we can do a normal load of washing. It really doesn't take that much longer. A little bit more work, but you have to kind of watch it. But the water comes from these two 55-gallon water drums that I bought, or Shannon bought, real cheap. And then one feeds the other right here. I just cut holes in and put PVC pipe across. So one feeds this one. So it's 110 gallons. I couldn't put the faucet any lower, otherwise when it gets that low we have to fill up. So it's really maybe about 190 gallons of water. But that's centered right over there, over the wash tub. And you just turn it on like a hose faucet and gravity. Of these 55 gallons, and each one fills our washing machine up. And then we also have a garden hose, little short 10-foot hose that we can hook up to this and fill buckets. And buckets we do water in our flowers. We got 5 trees that need watering every 2 days, and usually about 5 gallons does 2 trees. So we're using those a lot too. So we keep filling those. So it's a little bit of a chore, different than just having a hose spigot on the side of your house or putting a sprinkler on in the back. We don't have those luxuries yet. So anyways, that's our washing. I'm going to take you over to the house. Like I said, we've been at it about 3 hours right now. We just broke for our lunch, our first meal of the day. We fast, so we don't start eating until noon. I think you saw these walls up. So far today, we got 2 more walls laying on the floor, 2 more 10-foot sections. And as soon as we're done with lunch, we'll throw those up. And we'll start working on these 2 sections and 2 more right here across the side of the house, and we'll be done. So hopefully by tomorrow. Then I got a big beam coming in that's being delivered, and about 6 inches off of that wall, or 6 feet off of that wall, I got to run a beam from one side to the other, and it's got to go on top of that wall right there, about 6 feet in. And it'll run to this wall that hasn't been built yet. And that's going to hold up the shed roof that'll come off of that wall when it's built here. And there'll be rafters and a whole roof coming off. And it'll kind of look like the barn. See the lower roof? That's how the house is going to be. So I don't have the luxury. We want an open floor plan, so we don't want all the 2x4s and stuff stuck. I could build a wall in the house, but we want an open floor plan, so we're going to put a beam across that whole way to hold up the higher part of that roof. And then on the other side, it'll hold up a loft on top of that 10-foot wall back in the corner there, and that'll come out 14 feet. And the rest of the house will be all open up to the top of the ceiling, which will be about 20 feet at the peak. So that's where we're at. Good morning, everyone. Wednesday morning. Shannon's just bringing our daily load of 2x6s and our extension ladder today, because as you can see, got 4 walls up. Just one little section right there to do this morning. We'll be done. So, extension ladder, because most of the stuff is going to be up high now. Once we get the loft floor in right here, we'll be able to use it like this first floor. And that'll make that part of the house easy, but this part will all be high stuff. We don't go full 10-foot walls. We got a roof going on top. The very top of middle of the roof will be 20 feet. So we'll go down from there. Probably a 512 or a 412 pitch. I still haven't worked that out. We'd like a 512 because of the snow load around here, and being able to allow snow to fall off the roof better. So she's just pulling up here. All right, I'll get back. All right, there it is. First floor is done. Couple little cripples above one window and then below another window. But Shannon's looking out what will be a living room window, side window, and that is west facing. And then that 40 feet on the right is the back of the house, and that's south facing. So our porches are going to be east facing, west facing, and north facing. The big one is the front porch because we want that view in the evenings, and as the sun's setting, it sets to the west behind those mountains, but it gives a really nice color on these mountains as you're sitting there in the evenings. And north facing, it'll be nice and cool all day long. So that is why we made that the front of the house, one of the big reasons. So the next step is now making square, doing an X, holding the tape measure on the top of the boards right here, and then going diagonal to this one, and then going in that corner down there over to this corner. And if they both are the same, then you know your house is square. And then what you do is you put another, that's the top plate going there. You put actually another top plate on there. And what it does is you go different than what your, like where your walls meet in the corners, you go the exact opposite. So that way the second top plate just hugs everything together, and your building just makes it that much stronger from bowing out or anything like that. So that's the reasoning on that. And then we can plan out the beam in the second floor. All right, guys, first floor all done, as you can see. Even got the top plate up. Sorry, the sun is intense if it looks like I'm totally squinting here. It reflects off of the OSB on the floor, and it is brutal. So, sorry for the wind too, it just picked up. But as you can see, the top plate is up. There's two by 6s up on top, and then that'll create the base for the second floor, while the loft at that end. That loft is going to span just about all of that 20 feet behind me. You'll see a roof line. There's a roof line also coming into there, but that's why we're going to have a beam about 6 feet off of this corner, like that, and then a shed roof on that. And then on the other side of the beam will be the loft floor. And it'll all come together when we get it all roofed, but right now it'll seem like, why is he doing it that way? So, but it's all in the plans, and hopefully nothing but up right now. So there's some interior walls, like behind me, there's a bedroom. Our bedroom spans the whole back of the house, coming out 9 feet here, and then all the way across. Then a bathroom on one side, little hallway, and a pantry on the other side. Big pantry. Shannon wants a big pantry. And then this will all be open space, 20 feet up in the air. So it'll look pretty big, I think, out here. We're liking it more and more. We thought at first it was going to be a little bit too small, but this is fine. This is going to be almost triple what we have now. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and hopefully next week, Sunday, we start. So I'm signing off now, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya. Oh, and hit the like button on all these. Thanks.